In case you might have missed it, the Travis Scott Astronomical Fortnite show is pretty epic. Really expected to see something similar to the Marshmallow show from last year, but Epic Games exceeded our expectations by a mile. It reportedly took the team over 8 months to design the event, and their hard work is easily recognizable in all of the incredible visuals and details throughout the show. That being said, with all of that light and loud music, you might have been a bit distracted. There were actually quite a few Easter eggs and references within the Travis event, many of which hinted towards Fortnite's past and even where the game might be going in the future. On that note, we're going to be spending today's episode of The Countdown covering 8 things you missed in the Travis Scott Fortnite show. Number 8. Travis heads. Before the show even begins, you will notice various golden Travis Scott heads located all around the stage. As fans of the artist know, this is the same golden head that appears on the cover of his most recent album, Astroworld. Not only that, but life-sized golden Travis heads began popping up across the world in the weeks leading up to Astroworld's release, from New York City to Houston and Los Angeles. Many people were surprised to see golden heads randomly planted in their cities, but just like he did before his album came out, Travis put golden heads all over Fortnite's island to prepare players for the show. Number 7. Astroworld Planet. Throughout the show, you can see a massive Astroworld-themed planet floating above the map, with roller coasters, bright lights, and a vibrating speaker at the center. The planet looks incredible and does a lot to set the scene for the show. What you probably didn't notice, though, is that you can actually spot the planet well before the concert begins, floating far off in the sky. As the countdown continues, the planet approaches closer and closer, where you can see a purple ball of light orbiting it. The light turns out to be Travis as he exits the planet's orbit and smashes into Fortnite's ground right as the show begins. Number 6. Chapter 1 Map. Towards the end of the show, where Travis debuts his brand new song with Kid Cudi, The Scots, players will find themselves far above the atmosphere as Travis sits on another floating planet, wearing his Astrojack skin. It's a pretty incredible sight, so there's a good chance you might have missed a big reference here. If you look down at this point, you will notice that you are floating far above the Chapter 1 map, and you'll even be able to spot the old volcano. Not only that, but when you take a look at the Astrojack skin in the item shop, you'll notice that its head consists of 2 roller coasters revolving around a planet that contains Fortnite Chapter 1 and 2 maps. Could the entire show be taking place inside Astrojack's head? Number 5. Air Jordans. There are 3 Travis Scott-themed pairs of Air Jordan sneakers, and 2 of them make an appearance during the artist's Fortnite show. You can see Travis rocking his Air Jordan 1s during the earlier parts of the show, and then he changes into his signature Air Jordan 6s when he transforms into the Astrojack skin later on. The small details like this are what really made this event a success. We're pretty sure Epic didn't have to worry too much about copyright either, considering Fortnite's collab with Air Jordan back in May of last year. Number 4. Roller Coaster. When Travis's concert begins, you will notice a small roller coaster that travels across the horizon in the distance. As each song progresses, the roller coaster moves closer and closer to the center of the show. Not only that, but when the song Goosebumps is playing, the roller coaster is virtually right next to you. You can even get a close-up if you walk to the right area. This might not be a big Easter egg or reference, but it's a small detail that many people missed, and it really gives us another example of how much work was put into this event. Number 3. Kevin's return? At the center of the Astroworld planet, you'll notice a purple speaker rotating around and playing the music. When you get towards the end of the show, we begin to see purple static around the speaker as it begins to rotate rapidly before eventually exploding into a white light. Longtime Fortnite players definitely had flashbacks during this part, as it very closely resembled the Kevin event, where the popular purple cube began rotating rapidly before exploding over Loot Lake. The animations between the 2 events look almost identical, and we highly doubt it's because Epic was cutting costs. Number 2. Underwater Test. While Highest in the Room is playing, you're transported into an underwater world with Astrojack floating motionless in front of you. Not only is this awesome from a visual standpoint, but it's also the very first time that Epic has implemented underwater swimming mechanics within this game. This could definitely be a one-time occurrence, but many players are speculating that Epic could have been testing the mechanic out for a future underwater event or location. Could this be linked to the Noah Easter egg near Holly Hedges, signifying a flood in Fortnite's future? We'll just have to wait and see. Number 1. Butterfly Effect. Epic Games decided to sneak one final Easter egg into the Travis Scott event, and you can catch it right at the very end of the concert. Right after the Astroworld planet explodes, players are thrown into a hyperspeed rift, where they began moving rapidly towards a light in the distance. Some players might be reminded of the butterfly event from back in 2018. Sure enough, at the final moments, the same iconic white butterfly from that event can be seen. Did we mention that Travis has a song called Butterfly Effect too? Coincidence? I think not. That covers 8 things from the Travis Scott Fortnite concert that you might have missed. What was your favorite moment from Astronomical? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Arcade Cloud News right here on YouTube for more of the best news and lists in gaming. As always, thanks for watching.